What we call drugs is 74th Street Baptist Church. We call us Tennessee. Well, around here, between Normandy and Weston, we call this here a little twin. Nigga.
Welcome back to the Why So Serious podcast. Devin, turn that shit down. The fuck?
It's off.
Yo, that's so loud. Y'all can't even get the intro right. Welcome back to the Why So Serious podcast. Brandon, Mike, and Devin are back for another episode this week. And today we have, you got to turn that shit down. We have Reese on from the Introverted Nerd Watches podcast. What's up, Reese?
Hey, what's up, guys?
How is everything going?
Pretty good. I can only hear that air conditioner, though.
It's so loud. It's so absurdly loud. What the hell was that? So what's been going on? What you been watching? How's everything?
Going good. Watching The Gifted. That show is great.
Yes.
Also watching Black Lightning. That show is not that great.
I know. So you're like us? You're starting to not like Black Lightning?
Yeah, that show is on a time limit with me now. I'm going to give it the rest of the season. I'm going to give it like 6 episodes of next season, but after that, I am done. If it's not any better, I'm out of there.
That show has fallen off a complete cliff.
What happened? Because I haven't watched.
Well, in real life, they lost a showrunner. So, and it shows. Because it seems like she was probably doing all the dialogue and stuff, and the dialogue and the stories they don't even make sense at this point. Like, and I was on Stephanie's show and we talked about this, but so there's one part where they have Khalil, right, and they're about to take Khalil to the police precinct so that he can testify against Tobias, so they can bring down Tobias Whale, and then they bring him to the police. So they get intercepted. Tobias kidnaps him, rips his spine out, basically leaves him paralyzed. And so he's in the hospital, and they show Detective Bill and Jefferson talking, and they're basically like, "Yeah, we ain't got nothing on Tobias now because Khalil can't testify." And I'm like, "The nigga's still alive. Just roll up to his hospital with a detective and write that shit down. What do you mean he can't testify?" And he can't testify, and then he dies in the hospital. And they're like, "Oh, that was our chance to take down Tobias." And I'm like, okay. The only good thing on the show is Jennifer. But,
I mean, yeah, but even they have to do something about her powers because they're starting to make her almost godlike. Yeah, she can bring Khalil into her, her headspace thing that she does with Piranha, and now she's like a nuclear bomb, so she can do I need them to level things out.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with that show. It's they need to they need to get up on it. What else? What about I had you on. I know I wanted you on specifically because of The Gifted. So, how great is that show?
It is so damn good, and I am so nervous that it's not going to get a 3rd season. I'm scared. Fox likes I don't know. With the Disney acquisition and with Fox just being Fox that likes to cancel things all the time, there hasn't been anything said about the 3rd season yet.
I think
nothing.
We have to get a 3rd season.
I hope so.
Okay, so this is what I want to talk to you about. Devin, Are you all caught up on The Gifted?
You better believe it. I'm about to get somewhere to park. So if y'all still hear that, I'm about to take care of that in a second.
It's actually lower now. But
okay.
Now it's back up.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I love The Gifted. I really fucking love that show. It just shows racism in America and oppressed people in a different way, and now people starting to die. So it's getting Game of Thronesy. I kind of really love it. I didn't even think about them not getting a 3rd season. I'm just so sure they would because you got to finish telling this story. Jace Turner is, oh my God.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk to Reese about. So are you still holding out hope for Jace?
No. I've been done with him for a few, like, weeks now. He has been over for a minute.
Ever since he covered up that, for me, it's been since last year. I knew he was gone when they killed all his friends, but especially people were holding out. Like I had like an ounce of hope left for him, and that all went out the window when he covered up Homeboy shooting that mutant.
The little black boy, yeah.
Nigga, when he said that the dude stood his ground, I was so done. He told that black woman cop that that Ned Flanders stood his ground. I was like, no.
Man. And Ned Flanders got killed last episode. And I cheered so happy. I was
like, the way he died was everything, though. Oh my God. Look, my man fucking Reed is redeemable.
Look, I didn't think.
I don't think still not redeemable. It's a good kill. It's a step in the right direction for me for Reed.
I didn't think Reed could ever make me smile, and he made me smile there. I was so happy.
It's so hard.
But yeah, so what do you think the end game is? What do you think?
I don't know. Because
Reva and old boy fucking what's the dude's name on TV?
Benedict Ryan.
What do you think they're up to?
Okay, so I mean the plan has basically been revealed. Reva has been using him to cause chaos with the purifiers to bring other mutants to her side. But now that Lorna and Andy and all of them know what her plan is, I don't know what she's going to do next. She wants to kill the Sentinel services. So I don't know.
I thought what's her face was going to die. I didn't think Lorna was going to make it out.
Oh, neither did I.
But she killed what was the girl? Sage? She took one. That was fucked up, but I mean, better her than me, right?
I am side-eyeing them for the frauds for not being able to read Lorna's mind. I mean, come on.
You know what I think it is? That crown. Remember, she took that crown from Magneto.
Yeah, but she has been wearing it the whole time. I mean, she has looked so guilty.
She's looked so guilty.
The whole time.
The whole time.
Super suspicious and shit, not acting like herself. Like
but listen, she made it out. And I thought Andy was gone too. I'm sorry. I thought Andy was crazy. I still think he's crazy. I still don't. Trust
Andy's crazy as fuck.
I still don't trust Andy.
I don't think he is just going to be them going back to the underground and everything is all right again. Because Lorna still believes in that shit. She just doesn't want to kill everybody like Reva.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna have to change up some shit. Oh, do you think Blink is actually dead?
No.
Me either.
She can't be. When I saw that shit, I was like, yo, she can't be dead and she's too important to die. And then do you think she portaled in between time or some shit? Like, what do you think she really did?
Yeah, at the beginning of the last episode, when she's talking to John, that flashback, she said that she used to dream about portaling into nowhere so she could be everywhere or something like that she said. So I'm like, okay, then that's what it is, that she just portaled into nowhere and she doesn't know how to get her way back yet. So
segue to, have you guys watched The Umbrella Academy on Netflix yet?
Yeah,
haven't watched it.
It's really good.
Reese, you said you watched it?
No, I haven't watched any of it yet.
Oh. Yeah, I want to
check it out.
I want to watch it.
It's worth it. Oh my God, it's worth it. Every episode's almost an hour long, so like I'm only on episode like 6, but like it's definitely great. A good story, great character development, and they give you breadcrumbs to what really happened and about it. So it's really good. I definitely highly recommend it.
Is it 13 episodes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to watch that and Russian Doll. I heard Russian Doll is really good.
Yes, people love that show.
You know, I watched Dating Around today, and that shit was fascinating on Netflix. Like, it literally shows people on blind dates. Shit is fascinating as shit.
Dating Around?
Yeah. Like, it's people in New York, and they go on dates. They have the male perspective, female perspective, older perspective, and LGBTQ perspective on everybody, like, doing blind dates and stuff like that, and how it goes. It's interesting.
Reese,
30
are you
minutes.
gonna? You know what? You changed the subject, Devin. I wasn't done talking about the gifted because I've been waiting to talk about that on the show, but Mike doesn't want to catch up on the show. He's holding us back
It's so good,
again.
Mike.
Holding us back, Mike. So okay,
Damn.
so
It's Black History Month, Mike. You better
yeah, you're better
than
than
that,
this.
yo.
So okay, so I also don't know what the hell is going on with Marcos because I feel like Marcos can't. I thought he had moved on from Lorna, and now she's back in his
You
life.
crazy.
No.
You didn't think so?
You, how'd you ever think that? Bro, anytime we make the Northern Lights when we kiss, there is no moving on. Like, you can't.
Like, I don't think they're going to be in a stable relationship for very long, but I didn't think he had moved on. Because, I mean, the only other person he could have moved on with was the chick from the, that got her face branded. Yeah.
Oh, no,
the Morlocks.
Morlocks, yeah.
So
what they call her, Glow or something like that? I forget her name.
So do you
she
think
doesn't
they're
matter.
gonna bring back her baby, or do you think the baby's gonna be a character next season if they get another
hope
season?
not.
No, Don got it. No, Don got to be gone for a while.
Like, yeah, I don't want to see that baby until she's like 8 or 9. Like, I need a time jump or something. I do not want to spend episodes where that baby's getting in danger. Like, it would be like The Walking Dead, and I hated that with Judith was
That
like
shit was
in
stupid.
danger all the time.
Yeah, that's what I was
I
just about to
can't
say.
deal with it.
It's gonna be Judith all over again. I was just about to say that. All right, so also, do you think Reeves gonna make it out of this season, or do you think she's gotta die?
I don't think so. I think Reeves is gonna die.
What about Benedict Arnold?
What about Benedict? Yeah, that's
Benedict Arnold.
Okay. See, I'm not sure. One of them has to die though.
What about Chase though? What about Jace?
No, Jason's
Jace is going to run Sentinel Services. He's going to make it. He is living. He's the big bad. Like, he's.
You know what pisses me off about Jace so much, and I love it and I hate it at the same time. Is every time you think this is what he does. He runs up to the line, and then he gets to the line and he goes, "God, I can't cross this line." And then something happens, and then he crosses the line.
Yeah,
every time.
I was talking about that on the podcast like the last 2 weeks. I'm like, Jace is the voice of reason. Like, he knows the right thing to do. When Benedict Ryan told him to attack the Morlocks, he's like, no, like, that doesn't sound right. But then he does it anyway. So I'm like, dude.
After he killed Blink, they showed him.
How does he feel remorseful? How do you feel remorseful looking at the? Like, I don't get it. Like, oh, they had kids there. Like, nigga, it was a whole fucking civilization down there. And you're like, oh, there could have been kids there? Like, get out of here. Like, come on. I was disappointed.
He went to the, listen, he felt about Blink. And he's back in his fucking room. And he's all sad and shit. And then he gets a message from his wife talking about, I saw you on...
that was when Flanders killed the.
Oh yeah, that was when
kid.
Flanders killed the kid. He looked like he was all sad, and his wife's like, "I saw you on the TV, and I'm starting to believe it. Why don't you give me a call?" And I'm like, "There you go again." And then they show him looking like he's mad, like he's like, "Oh, I can't believe my wife likes me for this." And then you turn around right back the next week, and he's in fucking Benedict's office about to go kill the Morlocks. He's so trash. I love it. I love it so much.
They show you he's been like that since the beginning, though. Like, they show you the flashback of him when he was like the rookie, and his partner attacked that mutant for no reason and arrested him. And he told the guy, like, "Yo, what are you doing? This is the wrong thing." But then the guy, told him to, shut up. You're a rookie or something like that.
Yeah, and
like,
the mutants in the back. Yeah,
that's cool. And he just went along with it. So he does that all the time.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. I will be. Let me say, as much as I love this show, I'll be mad if they try to make him a redeemable character without killing himself. Like, the only thing that's redeemable is he has to give his life to save.
Yeah, he has to die.
Thousands of mutants, not one. Like, he can't just like jump in front of a bullet. He's got to save like the whole mutant underground dying, and then I'd be like, okay. I still wouldn't fuck with him, but I'd be like, okay, I understand. I'm on your side.
He got to get mutant powers. That's the only way he can be redeemed for me.
No,
he got to go through a whole Reed thing for me, and then save and still die. But he got to go through way more hoops than that.
No,
for
he
me.
gotta die. If they want to redeem him, he has to die.
He's gotta die. So,
Yeah.
do you are you still watching?
How do you feel about Kate this year,
Oh
Reese?
yeah, I was gonna ask you that. Are you pro Kate now? She's all militant now.
Yeah, I mean, Kate has she got a gun. She ready to fight. No, but she's still a bad mother. I
Yeah,
mean,
she's still a bad mother.
the fact that she was up until what 2 episodes ago, she was willing to sacrifice Lauren to get to Andy. Like even with Reed was like, no, something's not right with Lauren. Like these dreams that she's having. Like Lauren was like straight up exorcist. The what was it? The last episode, and Kate was like, but it's not that bad. What about Andy? So yeah, terrible mother.
Trash as shit. Got her brother fucked up. Got her brother all him to fuck up. Like trash as fuck.
She was basically
Kate is still trash.
Yeah, she's using them powers. She training, ain't she? What she got using them powers for?
She told Lauren that. She told Lauren that she didn't. No, Lauren told her. Lauren was like, I wanted to do all this stuff because I knew you liked it, and that's when Kate finally felt bad when when Lauren is like, well, I was willing to sacrifice myself because I knew that it would, make you love me or something like that.
And also, the last episode, she's in that warehouse, and she got like a 6-shooter, and she thinks she about to go up with like a whole police squad. And I'm like,
start shooting out the window.
If this ain't white privilege, man, she don't think they gonna shoot her. Like they gonna shoot the fuck out you.
If they saw a black person, like they would have unloaded them clips, yo. That shit, cause they were just standing there having a standoff and shit, and then she decides to hit the gas. Like they would have made that car so bullet riddled with bullets and shit that they wouldn't even be able to move. Everybody would have been dead. And there's like 6 people in the back seat. People would have been all fucked up.
All right,
white privilege is best.
Last thing before we move on, Reese, do you think Esme is going to turn on the mutant? I'm on the inner circle.
Yeah, I've been expecting that for a minute now. I was expecting her to, to go with Lorna. I've been expecting Esme to go with Lorna for I don't know how many weeks now since the little girl since Dawn went away. I've been expecting she and Lorna to be like, I don't know, run the inner circle, do something. I don't know. I had all these theories about what was going to happen earlier in the season, and none of that shit happened. So,
like with that being said, though, like, can she really leave though? Like, if she leaves, what good is she? You know what I mean? Like, I guess she can do her part, but they're all connected. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I was expecting her sisters to follow her though. Like her sisters are snarky and they like to. They like to shit on her sometimes, but I never expected them to like split up. So whatever she did, I expected them to do eventually.
Yeah, but she seems like she's different than them, though.
Yeah, she is, but I don't know. They wouldn't because going with Lorna wouldn't necessarily be like the good side because I don't expect Lorna to always do the good thing.
No, she's Magneto. Yeah.
Yeah, so they wouldn't have to be like good guys or anything. They could just be, not as bad as Reva.
Do you think we're gonna get some badass Lorna before the end of the season? Though you think she's gonna have
I hope so. She and Reva have to have a showdown, right?
Yes. Also, I still don't understand Reva's powers. Is she like Black Canary?
I don't understand her powers either.
Cause she can focus on somebody and kill her, but everybody else in the room was chilling.
Yeah, everybody else in the room was chilling. That's what I was confused about. I don't know. One of them, she gotta die though. I'm sorry. She.
Like, can we look her, Brandon? Can we look her shit up on the fucking X-Men Encyclopedia?
I don't think she's a character.
I
think she's a TV made character.
Oh, okay.
I think so. Let me see real quick since I got it right here. Reva gifted. Reva Payne. That's
Page.
Oh, Page. Yeah, Reva Page.
She is in the. Okay, she used to be a white woman. She was a white blonde woman.
In the comic
yes, we got one.
She was in the comic books.
It says she was in the Hellfire Club. After Shinobi Shaw took over the New York chapter of the Hellfire Club, his father, Sebastian Shaw, he arranged for his inner circle to be formed. Reva Page appeared among his recruits, and he was presented to Storm, who recruited her as well.
Oh, no, Storm was part of the Hellfire Club?
Look at her. She a white woman. Look at that race changing. I love it. Even though she's trash. But
Okay, her first appearance was in the X-Men Annual Volume 2, number 3. So she's like a minor, like a really minor character.
She has a sonic scream. Voice-induced manipulation. So she's Black Canary. Okay.
Sure.
Her alias, the Black Queen. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so there we go. So how's Saved by the Bell going?
I'm in the final season, so that's fun.
Oh.
I'm in the Tory episode.
What does that mean? Are you going to do the college years too?
No.
It was so good, wasn't it, Reese?
I'm going to do the movie. I'm going to do the movie is the final
Hawaii
thing.
Movie?
The college years movie where Kelly and Zach get married.
Okay.
Saved by the Bell in Las Vegas or Kelly and Zach in Las Vegas, something like that. That movie sucks.
So I saw on Twitter that you were asking for advice on what to watch next for the show. Did you choose anything?
No, because I don't think my poll ended yet.
Okay. What's winning the poll?
Umbrella Academy.
Oh, yeah, Umbrella.
Yeah, come through. See, that's called synchronicity. We all was mine.
I tried to get
I was going to watch it anyway.
I tried to get her to watch The Gifted. I mean, not The Gifted, to watch Krypton.
Yeah.
But, Devin is still hating on Krypton and Mike.
I have not watched an episode.
Yeah, you're the only person I know that said it was good. So
it was good. It's got good reviews and it was good.
I'll stick with The Expanse, Brandon. Thank you for The Expanse.
I told you The Expanse was great, and the Krypton's good. Sci-fi has underrated shows.
Oh, The Magicians are everything. Oh my God, that show is great.
Sci-fi has some good shows. All
Reese, have you watched The Magicians?
Mm-mm.
You got it. Treat yourself. Treat yourself, man.
Are you doing Game of Thrones on the show?
No, I'm reading the books.
Okay. So you're not gonna do the last season?
No.
So are you gonna be one of those people?
No, I can't talk about it. I have to watch it. I need to I like it too much. I gotta watch it. I don't want to talk about it on the podcast.
I feel you though. I feel you.
All right. So Mike, we used to do. You know what? Talk about really quickly. Tell everybody about your trip to Belize. I know people want to know.
Do they really?
Yes. Do it quickly, like 3 minutes.
I almost died. It was awesome.
Said no black person ever in life. I almost died. It was awesome.
Yeah, see, these are really white stories. That's why I don't
and this is why you're here, Michael.
Fair enough. I've been diving, as everyone knows, because I can't stop. And
I won't stop.
And the deeper you go, as most of you know, the higher the pressure is, and there's nitrogen in the water. And if you're dehydrated and you haven't slept very well, it could take a toll on your body. So I did this really deep dive, like really deep. I was like 140 feet underwater, and the pressure makes the nitrogen go into your body faster. And I absorbed so much of it. It's called narcosis. So it's like getting drunk underwater, but then you get drunk and confused and like all giggly, but you're like 140 feet underwater. And then I was looking at my equipment and it was flashing red, and it was like, hey, if you stay at this depth any longer, you enter what's called a decompression dive, which is very dangerous. So, long story short, my equipment, I checked it back on the surface after I recovered, and it was like I was 1 foot or 1 minute away from entering a deco dive, which usually requires a second tank of air. Otherwise, which I didn't have. Otherwise, it'd be fine. So that was fun.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, so much fun.
Yeah. It sounds so much like...
Swam with some sharks, too.
Time of your life.
The immediate dive after that, we swam with reef sharks, 4 of them, like 6 foot.
Hold on. So do these sharks eat people?
Most sharks don't actually. In fact, most divers don't get attacked by sharks at all. It's most surfers and beachgoers because they mistake the people for like other animals by accident. That's why a lot of people survive, because they take one bite and then they're like, "Oh, this is nasty," and then they just leave because it's gross.
So Reese,
That's what they told me.
Reese, would
That's
you
what
ever
they told
go diving in the deep sea?
No, I don't like to be enclosed in places.
I mean, it's the ocean. We're not enclosed.
It's the biggest place.
Yeah, when you go underwater, you're enclosed.
That's true. That's
It
true.
is true. That's true.
Oh, really? I mean, you're in your gear, but
Yeah,
No,
enclosed.
Michael, she's talking about the top of the surface. Once you go into that,
Mike saw a giant ass eel with big ass teeth, and he said it's not scary.
oh, those are
yo,
the
that
least
shit was
severe.
scary as fuck.
No, they're not.
Put it in the
They're small. They're way smaller than that. They look in that picture. They're like 6 feet long, but their mouths are like my fist. I mean, it would.
Still can bite you and hurt you.
Yeah, it would hurt, but you would be fine. I mean, I don't think
Get
there's
the
anywhere
fuck
that thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the whitest shit we do.
You're bigger than them. They don't mess with you unless they feel really, really threatened.
So are you trying to tell me they don't have teeth?
So they have teeth, but so do a bunch of other stuff. Dogs have teeth. No one's afraid of dogs.
Motherfuckers are scared of pit bulls. Black people are scared of dogs. If it's not their dog, they're scared of that shit. And it's coming towards them. It's the big dog. They're scared of that shit.
Brennan has a dog.
That's not a scary dog.
Well,
my dog's not scary at all.
Devin, I thought you said you would go diving with me.
Oh, I will, but I ain't doing that shit you just talked about. Deep diving.
You can actually do that and be totally fine. I just was so dehydrated and I didn't sleep the night before.
You have just gave me no reason to want to do that ever. So
no, that was deep. That was really deep. We're not gonna go that deep.
Mike, you got me ready to just snorkel. That's all. Snorkeling is super fun. I can touch the fucking the little rays. I could see the fish at the bottom. And I mean, I did that shit in Bermuda, and I did that shit in Dominican Republic. Like, I can do that shit.
Rays are friendly, but they're way more dangerous than an eel.
I mean, I agree.
So you're not afraid of the rays.
They're actually, because I ain't fucking with them. Like, I did see like a fucking. Oh, go ahead, Brandon. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say, Devin. We had enough of Mike's white corner. So, Devin, what have you done nerdy?
Oh, I've been watching my anime and reading, doing miscellaneous stuff to get ready to go on these trips as a flight attendant, and that's pretty much it, man. I'm boring. I got to hang out with you. I got to watch Mortal Kombat March 6th, but I'm actually traveling tomorrow. But
traveling where?
To Baltimore, and then to Nashville on Wednesday. And then probably Atlanta for the weekend.
For what? Just to travel?
Just to travel.
Oh, you see?
And then I'm coming out there the day before I go to, I actually have to start working.
Okay. All right. So let's do, we're going to do a...
Hey.
What?
Oh, never mind.
What?
Never mind. I was going to say, I did nerdy stuff. I caught up on Metal. I finished Metal. I wanted to tell you that. I wanted to talk to you about it.
Oh, shit.
I finished it. I finally finished. I stopped, and I never finished it until this weekend.
We'll talk about
it
later.
All my books. All right, but we are going to talk about it.
Yeah, we will talk about it. I'll let you get it out your system. We're gonna do an abbreviated the week on Twitter. So I had 3 stories. I'm just gonna pick one. I'll pick the one that's most upbeat because I don't feel like talking about.
We're not gonna ask Reese what she did nerdy.
Reese just told me what she did nerdy. Reese, what else did you do nerdy?
This is too much pressure. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm reading Chris Claremont's X-Men.
Oh yeah, you did tell us that.
Yeah.
And how are you enjoying it? Isn't it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good so far. I'm only like 20 issues in, but I like it.
You on Marvel Unlimited?
Yeah.
Yes, really good, really good. I should have done that with you, just even though it's not on the show, just to read it with you, so we could talk about it. Because I did go back and reread those; they're really good. All right, so we'll do a quick one. Everybody, they finally charged R. Kelly, and then they can't get bail.
He got out.
He got out today?
Mhm.
I heard they were giving him. People were doing a GoFundMe for him.
Yeah, he made bail somehow. I don't know how.
People love that man, yo.
What's wrong with people?
Cause man,
what is wrong with people?
I mean, bro, a lot of people protect their communities, protect these people. Again, we just did a podcast on fucking Abducted in Plain Sight. Yes. The community was protecting these people. Like it sucks, but that's what they're protected.
Yeah, but that was also 1972.
True.
Hold on, Reese, you watched that, didn't you?
Yep.
Oh yeah, see, yeah. How what did you think about Abducted in Plain Sight? Give like your brief thoughts on that, because we did a whole show on it.
When I first started watching it, I thought it was fake. Like I don't, because it just didn't make any sense. But now I've been reading about it, so I'm not as mad as I first was. But you would have I know my neighbors thought I was crazy, because as soon as they started talking about him sleeping in the bed with the little girl, and the parents being so crazily naive, all I could do is say what the fuck, what the fuck is going on? It was crazy. But now I've been reading about it and reading about see, the one thing about it is that they don't talk enough about the Mormon Church in that documentary. So I mean, they needed to incorporate more of that in there, because once you incorporate that,
like how they really get down,
yeah, it makes it so much more understandable why all of this happened. So, but it was all right. It was pretty good.
So yeah, fuck R. Kelly. Let's hope he gets charged and goes to jail. That'll be a great day in my life. But
I would say I'm still on the fence where
oh my god,
I knew about this shit.
Please don't be trash.
No,
Devin. I'm not gonna cancel you.
No, I just was
oh, you didn't know how bad it was.
But again, it doesn't make it any worse for me. He's been trash to me. He's been that dude. I would never ever let my aunt, uncle, whatever, whoever be around, because he's a trash ass dude. But again, I know somebody from Chicago that I just did training with, and she was around R. Kelly when she was young. He would throw parties and shit, and hearing that shit from her mouth, but she was she's still cool with that shit and she supports him. I understand. What? And I'm
that doesn't make any sense.
Brandon, I'm just saying, I understand. Well, he's so nice, all this other shit. So I understand people protecting him. He needs to go to jail forever.
I don't understand. No, people protect him because they don't think he did anything wrong. When people say, "Oh, I think he did something wrong," no, you don't. You don't think he did anything wrong. You think what he did was fine, but you don't want to say it in public because you know people think that is wrong. That's what it is. Because there's no way you could be like, "Oh yeah, I know that he's running a sex cult. I know he's keeping people with. I know he's keeping people out of his will. I know he had sex with 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds.
Right.
But he's a nice guy. That doesn't make any sense."
Bro, when they said 98, I was like, they got him. Thank God they got him. Because yo, you got him. First of all, you out here making all these tapes, bruh. You know they hot on you. You got to destroy everything. I ain't trying to say I want him to get off, but bro, why you still got these tapes around? What is wrong with you? But again, Ayan is on the case. She gonna try to help that man, I guess, fix his life.
Oh God, if he shows up on Ayala's show, oh no, oh my God.
She's fucking trash. She's an opportunist. I dislike her with a passion as well. So, fuck her.
Imagine R. Kelly on Ayala. Oh my gosh, I cannot. Please.
She's not qualified to do anything. She's not a doctor.
No, she's not qualified for anything. People just talk to her, and all she does is blame people, mostly women.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
She blames them for all the problems in any of the people that come on this show's life, for every clip that I've seen. And when I've watched it, my mom's watching it or something. I'm always like, Mom, why are you watching this? She's trash.
Trash ass.
Also, Robert Kraft is...
Yo! Bro, that shit broke CNN. That shit was on MSNBC just for a district attorney to announce the charges that there's 25 other people in it. And they're doing it because it's Robert Kraft? I didn't get that shit.
No, they're doing it because the place where he got the Rub and Tug is a sex trafficking ring.
But why is that breaking news on?
A lot of them are like that. I didn't even think any twice of it.
Oh, right. Okay. Why is it breaking news though?
It's not breaking. Okay, here's the thing. Okay.
Nigga, it broke news. That's what I'm telling you.
I don't think the Robert Kraft part is breaking news. I think the sex trafficking thing is breaking news. No, the Robert Kraft part is breaking news because it's all.
That's why
it's all together with the sex trafficking thing. And you want to know why? Robert Kraft is worth $6.6 billion. Okay, $6.6 billion. All right.
Okay.
I support sex workers. Got no problem with it. If
Not
Robert Kraft wanted to have a night with a professional sex worker, I'm pretty sure he could go to some fancy hotel in Boston and get a willing participant, not a sex trafficked woman, but a willing participant for a reasonable amount of money to do whatever he wants to do, right? Why does Robert Kraft, who's worth $6.6 billion, need to fly to Jupiter, Florida, of all places, to go to
He's a resident.
To go to a massage parlor in a strip mall and get a $59 rub and tug?
He's a resident of West Palm.
Okay, he can't. He can't go. He can't get a sex worker to come up from Miami. He's worth Devin, people who work for the airlines fly women out on Instagram from all over the country.
True.
He worth $6.6 billion. He can't have someone He can't send a black car to Miami.
Put that bitch in a PJ. Put that bitch in a whole PJ.
He can't send a black car to Miami and get a prostitute or a sex worker to come up to him in West Palm Beach. There's more to this story than that. How does How does Robert Kraft even end up there to find out about it?
Right. And I think you're right. There's just more to the story, but I was just shocked that it's breaking across all platforms. ESPN it broke. It broke on CNN. It broke on MSNBC. It was on Fox News. I was just like, what is the gravitas to the story? Why is it?
I also think
magnified?
A ton of people just hate the Patriots and want them to have bad press. I feel like
it also has to do with the league that said Colin Kaepernick was too controversial to be in the league. But you got an owner out here getting rub and tugs from a sex trafficked woman.
Hey, side note, people from Massachusetts call themselves massholes.
They are. I've heard that before.
I was like, what? And it's perfect. It's perfect.
Reese, what'd you think when you saw that story?
It's a wild story. I mean, at first it was like all jokes. Like this, he's like 90. Well, how old is that guy? He's like old.
Yeah, he's like in his 70s.
But
he was like black woman though.
Yeah, he be hanging out with Meek Mill, and he's like, I don't know, he's turned into like a black guy, like in his 70s, because he's wearing like chains and everything. Like, it's so wild. But I was watching something. I can't remember. I was watching something or I was listening to something. But they said that the richer the guy is, like the less he's willing to pay for sex. So that's why you'll catch a lot of like really, really rich guys going to like these really low price. I mean, well, this is different. This is like some, sex trafficking shit. But this is like billionaires will go to the lowest price prostitute or sex worker they can find.
But that's how they become billionaires and millionaires, because they save their money. It's like billionaires wear fucking Walmart jeans and shit, shit like that.
So they don't pay for discretion. They pay for the cheapest thing they can find. But I'm like, he's got a lot of money. He could get it for free somewhere.
Yeah, you don't think some Patriots fan would be willing to come give him one just for him to be happy? I'm pretty sure he could find that. Like, it's not
for a picture of Tom Brady. Autograph picture of Tom Brady. Like, whatever she want.
Like, the whole story is so absurd. God, it's so ridiculous. All right, let's get into some of these news stories before Devin has to go on his dates.
Dates? That's some news.
Dates.
No, not even a date. It's literally
all right.
My one of my best friends had a kid, and I'm dropping off a book and a onesie, and we're catching up.
Date.
Oh, that's definitely
25 most anticipated shows during this spring that's debuting this spring. So let's see what you guys are interested in. Leaving Neverland on HBO. This documentary.
That's the Jackson thing.
This documentary detailing the stories of two survivors of child sexual abuse at the hands of Michael Jackson was the talk of the Sundance Film Festival. The 4-hour film is supposed to be unsettling and very powerful, meticulously detailing the abuse frankly and explicitly and following Jackson's victims as they continue forward in life. Let me say, I watched Surviving R. Kelly. I gotta watch this. I can't pretend like it's different. I mean, it is a little different, but I can't pretend like it's really different. American Gods. Did y'all watch that?
I heard it was really good. Never got a chance to watch the episode.
I couldn't get into it. I watched the first episode and I wasn't interested.
Mike, do you know what it is?
No.
Next, the case against Adnan Syed.
Man,
I
that
love
was on Serial. That shit was great.
All right,
But I don't know that I need to watch a documentary about it.
Right, I feel like you're right, Reese.
It's a 4-part
I heard Serial.
documentary on HBO.
You know, HBO's getting sued by the Jackson family for that movie too, for that documentary.
Yeah, that makes sense. That doesn't mean it's not true.
Yeah, I can understand that.
It doesn't matter. It's not going to change
It
anything.
doesn't make any difference. Of course they're going to sue. The Good Fight, CBS All Access. Listen, I'm signed up for CBS All Access to watch Star Trek Discovery and this new Twilight series, Twilight Zone.
Yeah, I want to see that. I don't care about the Good Fight. I want to see the Twilight Zone.
And the Captain Picard series. They got me. I'm in.
It's about time.
Project Runway. Well, I watch that with my wife sometimes. Not you.
They're
Reese.
good.
No, I love Project Runway, but Tim Gunn and Heidi aren't going to be on it anymore. So
Oh, fuck that then. If the gun
they're
ain't
not?
there, I'm not fucking with it.
no, they're doing a new show. They left Project Runway. So I don't know who's going to be on there, but I don't want to see some new model. I want Tim Gunn and Heidi.
Yeah, I need Tim all day.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Catastrophe. I don't know what that is.
I've never heard of that.
What we got here? Turn Up Charlie on Netflix.
What?
Idris Elba.
Okay.
Idris Elba plays a DJ who attempts to make ends meet in his life by taking a job as a manny. You're already on board, aren't you?
So it's a comedy?
Elba in between making movies and somehow still.
I would watch that actually.
Yeah, see?
He's a DJ in real life, so like I'm gonna watch it just because of that. He's a DJ in real life, yeah.
Is he really?
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know.
No. I knew
Like,
Shaq was a DJ. Did you know that?
Yeah, he's
Idris is a
like
real
really
DJ.
good. Like a real
Yeah.
life. He worked with like Jay-Z or something like that. Like he's like real, for real.
Yeah, like he did a New Year's Eve party and everything. Like Idris be about his business, so he be about his money.
What?
He be
Yeah.
having flyers on his Instagram and everything, dog. Like real talk.
All right. Queer Eye's coming back.
No,
I'm
I don't
good.
care about that.
No Queer Eye. Okay. Reese. Shrill on Hulu. It's like a.
It's supposed to be really good, but
Some
I got
comedy.
him. Yeah.
Let's
It's a
skip
comedy?
this. Yeah. Let's skip through some of these. Jane the Virgin. Y'all watch that?
No.
Not
Veep.
Insecure. What about that?
Veep. I heard Veep was really good.
Reeves
the
is
final
fucking
season,
hilarious.
Veep's hilarious. I heard it's really good.
It's dry, but it's so good because she is literally trying to do anything to be president, bro. Shit is hilarious.
This is the final season though. It's ending, right?
By the end of 6
Yeah.
season. Have you watched Veep, Reese?
I watched some of it, like off and on, but I haven't. It's funny,
Twilight
but I haven't
Zone,
stuck with it.
April 1st. Can't wait.
That's dope. Still date.
Warrior. This is like based on the writings of famed martial artist Bruce Lee. Warrior comes to Cinemax, courtesy of Banshee producer Jonathan Troper and director Justin Lin. Oh, Fast and Furious. The series follows a martial arts prodigy from China who arrives in late 1800s San Francisco in time for the war between Chinese organized crime factions in the city to explode. The trailer promises a lot of slickly filmed action, which ought to appeal to Cinemax audiences who tend to like the action. Okay,
That's interesting.
that sounds interesting. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is coming back.
Yes, I'm gonna watch that.
Yes,
Yes. All day.
yes. Mike didn't watch it.
No one told me to watch that.
Game of Thrones, of course. We're all watching that. Mike, are you caught up on Game of Thrones?
I'm actually almost there.
Okay, good.
I did that for Heather.
Then you can tell
We can
Heather.
get her back.
Yeah,
Yeah, I should contact her soon,
she
actually.
still doesn't want to date you.
She broke. I think she. Never mind. We'll talk about this later.
She broke up. Yes, that doesn't mean she's dating you.
I'm very. That doesn't sound right. Never mind. We'll talk about this later.
Yes. So, Reese, are you excited for Space Jam 2?
No.
No.
No, that movie was terrible. Who's going to be in Space Jam 2?
LeBron James.
We can't even celebrate the fucking best song ever because of that man. So fuck that movie. I don't even want, bruh. How many times do you think you could dunk before you could actually dunk? Run into that rim, singing that song, and now it's null and void. I can't. I'm upset.
LeBron James.
All right, I'll watch that. I'll watch it.
Okay.
His kids got to be in the movie, yo. His kids got to be in this movie, yo.
It's gonna be still with all the Warner Brothers characters and all that.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny, Lola Bunny.
All right.
So
I mean, and technology got so much better, Reese. So like, it's got to be good. Like the graphics got to be good. And I think Brian Coogler's doing it, right.
Seriously?
No. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Brian Coogler is involved with that.
All right. I'm getting a little bit more excited.
You got me. You fucking got me.
All right. Okay. Also, this goes to my LeBron's better than Jordan agenda, which I'm fully on board for. So, better than Jordan. All right. Let's see what we got else on here so we can move through some of these. Let me archive that one. Star Wars J.J. Abrams reveals on whether he was affected by the Last Jedi response. So as you know, we talked about this on the show before. All those trolls came at the Last Jedi for no reason, and they made all those campaigns about like redoing the movie and blah 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 blah. So they asked J.J. Abrams, was he affected by that in regards to like the next part of the trilogy? Take a guess what he said. No. He doesn't give a shit. So, you're going to get some more heat coming out. So.
I'm scared that's what's going to happen to Captain Marvel.
What?
These trolls just keep... Every time there's an article about it...
Of course, Michael. Of course.
Every time there's an article about it, it gets, like, the worst responses for the dumbest reasons.
Oh, we're going to talk... Oh, you know what? Might as well bring that up next. So,
It's really annoying.
My man, Old Man Wade, wrote an article about this. And Bam Smack Pow. Captain Marvel is the latest victim of judgmental comic book fans. So, yeah, anything that comes up, there's this campaign on Rotten Tomatoes for the audience score to tank the movie. And so they are basically putting all these shitty reviews or talking about us at SJW and she's not hot enough and blah, blah, blah. And it's all bullshit. Reese, I know you've been keeping up with us on Twitter. What are your thoughts on these fools?
It is so fucking ridiculous. I hate these people. I hate Rotten Tomatoes. I hate whoever these guys are. Like, first of all, Rotten Tomatoes should be shutting down those scores anyway because the movie is not available to the public. So because they're downvoting it before they've seen it. I don't know. Rotten Tomatoes should already be prepared for this because of what happened with The Last Jedi. And these guys, I don't know what they're mad about. It's just...
you should see some of the comments I've seen on... I know what they're mad about.
What they mad about?
They're mad about her costume. They're mad that
her
she's
face. I've seen, couldn't they at least get a hotter actress? I've seen, she has too flat of a butt. I saw one. This is the dumbest thing ever. No, this is actually the one that actually annoyed me. I saw one where it was like they made a meme of it, and it was Zachary Levi, Shazam, and then Captain Marvel. And they're two different facial expressions, and Zachary Levi's all like giddy and bubbly, and then she's all serious. And I'm like, they're like, the way,
she should smile.
The real Captain Marvel should be like this. And I'm like, that's a 10-year-old. He's 10 years old. Of course he's going to be all giddy and smiling. You give a 10-year-old superpowers, what do you think he's going to look like? She should not look like that at all.
It's ridiculous. And they're against Brie Larson.
Yeah, they hate Brie Larson. They hate her.
First, I don't know why.
They would have hated whoever they picked.
It's so stupid, but it's getting good reviews from the critics. So
because it's good.
Oh yeah, because it will be fine.
But yeah, if they'd have picked some, like if this was the '90s and they would have picked Pamela Anderson, they would have loved it. They would have, because that's all they want to see. They'd want to see her in like the 1990s version of the Miss Marvel outfit, where she's like got like a 22-inch waist and like fucking huge balloon boobs, and like no everything hanging out except her nipples, and she'd be out there fighting like not real fighting, and they would have loved that shit. They'd have been going all crazy for that. But for this, nah, they don't want that shit. So typical. But we should have known that was coming. The Oscars were last night. Reese, did you watch the Oscars?
I watched some of it.
All right, so let's go over some of the winners. We had a lot of black excellence, which was good. Black Panther and won. I mean, not Black Panther. What is it? Ruth Carter won Best Costume Design. Which was a long time coming. She's been doing this for a long time, which was good. Black Panther won Best Production Design.
Another black woman.
Yep. Roma
I forget her name.
Oh yeah, I forget her name too. Roma won Best Cinematography. Another brown movie. Fuck Bohemian Rhapsody.
Hannah Beachler.
Hannah Beachler, yes. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse won Best Animated
Yes.
Film. One of my favorite films of the year.
I love that movie.
I'm not sure how First Man beat Avengers Infinity War for Best Visual Effects, but whatever. Best Original Screenplay was Green Book. We'll talk more about Green Book in a second. Best Adapted Screenplay, Black Klansman. Excellent. We love that movie. Best Original Score, Black Panther. Coogler keeps his boys around. Ludwig was on Fruitvale Station, so he keeps his people around. Best Supporting Actor, Marshala Ali for Green Book. Regina King, Best Supporting Actress. Look at the black people sweeping it. Rami Malek, Best Actor. I didn't like Bohemian Rhapsody. Rami Malek was fantastic, so he deserves that. Olivia Colman was great in The Favorite. I actually thought The Favorite should have won Best Picture. But there's that. Best Director was Roma.
Randy, did you like it? Was it really good? Did you like the Favorites? Did you like it?
Yeah, I love The Favorite.
Was it sassy?
Sassy.
Was it sassy because they were shady? All the women was out there being shady.
I wouldn't say sassy, but it was clever. How about that? That's a safe word. And then Green Book won Best Picture, and I saw Twitter have a meltdown over that. Did you think did you see Green Book, Reese? So you weren't one of the people angry?
No. Okay. Yeah, I just I don't get why people were angry. It just reading what people said, it didn't really make sense to me, but whatever. People on Twitter are mad about everything.
It's true, but I get it. Because I mean, go ahead, Green.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
I just don't understand how that won Best Picture, because it's not the best story. It's a story that I guess for the climate we live in now, I guess people want to feel good about themselves, so they want to see some or vote for something that's, I guess, kind of, unifying. But other than that, that movie wasn't that good. I watched it on Redbox, not even Redbox, but on my little box things, my little Amazon box or whatever you want to call that shit.
Your illegal box?
Yeah, that thing. And I watched it for 20 minutes and turned it off because I was like, I don't need to see this shit.
All right, so there you go. The Flash movie.
How'd you feel, Brandon? What'd you feel about it?
I didn't watch it. How'd you feel about it? Didn't
Good
watch
for you.
it. I want to watch it because Rashani wants to talk about it. So I'll probably watch it this week sometime. The Flash movie creates speedster multiverse, says Ezra Miller.
The Flash movie?
Yes. Those words exist, Reese.
Okay.
Flash movie.
I haven't thought about the Flash movie in I don't know how long. Okay. And all those people are still in that movie? I'm not even getting into it with the W. Whatever.
He says, we're talking about sparking a whole new universe. It's not just the DC multiverse, it's the Speedster multiverse. And the Speedsters are the ones who connect all the disparate pieces of it. Because Marvel is a universe, right? it's a world with all the same characters in it. DC is a multiverse, all these different stories with different realities, different characters, and different versions of the characters. And the speedsters are ones who move through it all. So that means I guess we're getting Wally and Jay, I've been guessing, and other speedsters maybe. Jesse Quick, some other people. So Cobalt Blue. I mean, who knows what they're going to put on the screen. But, I don't believe it till I actually see somebody filming. So there's that. Mike, I know you wanted to talk about the Flash movie. Do you have anything else to add?
Oh, just as Ezra Miller commented.
Did you not hear anything I just said?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's all I had to say. I told you this yesterday.
Oh, okay. Whatever. Kevin Feige rules out R rating for Black Widow film. Good. But who thought that was going to be an R rated film?
A lot of people.
I don't know. Why?
Why? It doesn't need to be an R rated film.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's a badass. She's a badass on all the Avengers. So why does she need to be like extra explicit to have a movie of her own?
They probably wanted a bunch of weird sex stuff.
Mike is one of the people who like Titans, just for full disclosure.
I didn't mind it.
See, that explains it all right there. All right. Comic book sales. We usually don't talk about these, but guess what comic book was number one? Top 10 comic books by dollars last month. That would be
Spider-Man.
That would be Captain Marvel number one.
Dope.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Surprise, but good. It was number 2 in units shipped and number 1 in dollars. So, yeah, look at that. Number 1 was Batman Who Laughs, number 2.
I bought that.
Of course, Batman's all through here. Batman 62, Batman 63. Apparently, Guardians of the Galaxy number 1 was number 3. So they're rebooting that book. So maybe I'll check that out. Young Justice, Heroes in Crisis. Yeah, so it's DC is typical DC, bunch of Batman and nothing else, and Marvel carries everything else. So typical month for comic book sales. In shares, Marvel has 41% of the shares of comic books, and DC has 33%. So Marvel is still kicking ass in that sense in the books. And Mike still refuses to read Marvel books because all he wants to read is Batman.
No, I subscribed to a few books. I just haven't read enough to talk about them yet. I'm on Daredevil and the Defenders right now.
Here you go, Mike. Matt Reeves is looking for an actor in his late 20s to play Batman.
I'm in my early 20s. Dang it.
He wasn't picking you anyway.
Nah, he would have picked me.
So I've seen a bunch of people talk about this, and I'm fully on board. Whatever the next Batman movie is, needs to have Robin.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like an actual
It needs to have
Robin.
everybody.
No.
It needs to have everybody.
Like an actual Robin. Like
a bird?
No. Like a teenager Robin.
Oh, yeah.
Like the dynamic duo Robin. And
yeah.
I think
it should be Tim.
Yes, I think it should be Tim as well.
It should be Tim so that they could have an already established Nightwing. And then they could already have an already established Red Hood before the whole. Well, they could leave him, I guess, until later. But I want to fully develop Nightwing.
I'm surprised you didn't say Jason.
I mean, I want to see Jason at some point, but I feel like that could be a good movie if they do the Under the Hood.
I mean, I'm surprised you didn't say Damien. My bad.
I hate Damien. He's my least favorite.
What do you think about Damien, Reese? He's kind of a controversial person.
I don't read Batman. I've seen the movie with him in it. I forget what it's called.
Son of Batman.
Whatever. Yeah.
He's in a bunch. He's in all the animated ones now.
But I've only seen one of them, so it was probably that one, Son of Batman. So yeah, I'm ready for something new from Batman, for a new story. So yeah, bring Robin, whoever.
So this website has the top 7 people who they would want to see play Batman. Let's see how ridiculous this list is. Michael Fassbender.
He's too old.
I think so too. Ben Barnes.
Who?
I don't even know who that is.
He played he was on The Punisher.
Oh, who was he? Jigsaw?
He was no, not Jigsaw. He was the fuck did he play in the Punisher? What's his name? God damn it. He played Billy Russo.
That's Jigsaw.
That wasn't Jigsaw.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah, it was Jigsaw. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah, Jigsaw. I'm thinking about
Not Saw.
No, I'm thinking about Daredevil. I'm thinking about what's not Deadshot, Bullseye. My bad. Yeah, he played Jigsaw.
That's not. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Okay,
Yeah, right. So could you see him as Batman?
Kinda. I guess.
Oh, I know this guy.
Good. He was good.
Okay, I can't see who that is.
He has a Batman-y look, I guess. He's kind of old too, though. He's 37.
Hammer. I saw Army Hammer was on a bunch of lists.
Ryan Gosling.
No.
Nah.
John Hamm. Absolutely not.
He's too old. I mean, if you want somebody in their late 20s,
they gotta go with the new 52, like younger-ish looking.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Nah.
Yes, that's my guy.
I like him, but he's in Marvel now.
Is he?
Yeah, he's Mysterio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's Mysterio. That's true.
Sure. Are you guys excited about that Mysterio? You guys excited about it?
Oh, Devin, you're still here.
Yes.
I am.
I'm super excited for that. All right, last story, and it's a funny story. Reese, did you see on Twitter that about the sisters?
Oh, the breast milk thing?
Yes.
Yes. Ew.
Devin,
first of all, yes, and I was like, good for her, because I tasted somebody's breast milk because I was like, I'm curious. I don't have any kids, and I need to know what it tastes like. And if you know what it tastes like I know, like, yo, put that shit on the shelves, and that shit is going to sell like hotcakes. That shit is delicious. What? Fucking delicious. Breast milk is fucking delicious.
What is wrong with you?
Okay.
Hey, I just be out here
expecting that take. That's the
hot
That is a smoking hot take.
I'm just saying, if you know somebody that's nursing, just get a sip of that bitch. That shit is delicious.
You know, I think I'm good.
I'm hoping you got a sip of it already pumped.
Ah, come on, Brandon. You know,
I'm hoping.
Has anyone seen American Horror Story? Has anyone seen American Horror Story?
No.
Oh, I mean, I've seen it before, Mike, but which one?
There's a grown man that breastfeeds in one of I was going to compare Devin.
Have you ever seen?
Hey.
There are tons of women that breastfeed.
There's what?
Yeah.
In porn.
It's called lactation.
Yeah, Devin's really into it.
Hey, look, what I would say to you is that, like...
Why is Tamara drinking Tia's breast milk, though?
I mean, you get curious, I guess. I mean...
She could taste her own breast milk, though. She's had kids, too. They both have children.
True. That's true, though. Maybe she didn't breastfeed. I don't know. So...
Yeah. Also, Tristan Thompson had sex with Kylie's best friend. There's that too.
Yo, shout out to him, yo. Cause guess what? Ain't nothing gonna happen to it. Was she gonna leave him? They're not married. Who cares?
They got a kid together.
He's messing up the money. You're missing the point, Devin.
He is messing the money up.
He was the groupie in this case. He should have got married, and then when they break up, he gets the money because they way more richer than he is.
Chloe's really desperate though, so they might be able to get back together.
Yo, Chloe people might say she wasn't beautiful when she was growing up, because goddamn, she be out here just throwing her pussy at everybody.
So if Kylie and Jordan stay friends, Chloe and Kylie got to fight, right?
I mean, they only have sisters, so.
True though. True.
And how does that even happen? Like I heard he was going over there when they were like downstairs, and he was just like going up to her room and stuff. Like
I don't know. This might be some fake shit for their show. I don't know what's going on. But it's interesting. I've been watching it. Not watching the show, but I've been watching Twitter.
You've been watching Twitter.
I mean, Tristan a man, yo. I fuck with it, yo. I like the messiness.
I bet you do, because you're trash.
Hey, well, call it how you see it.
Taking out the trash.
Brandon, are
What?
you reading the new Justice League run?
I was reading it. I was up to like issue 6. I think I caught to issue 6.
All I wanted to say was I didn't realize it was right. It's supposed to be right after Metal, and I actually did not like Metal as much as I thought I would, to be honest. But that's what started. All the changes to the Justice League happened there, and I didn't know that for a long time.
There you go. So Mike wants to talk about Metal. We're not doing it this time because we're done here. Reese, before we get out, tell everybody where they can find your show and what you got coming up this week.
Just search for the Introverted Nerd on wherever you listen to your podcast, and you'll find all the crap that I'm watching. And follow me on Twitter at the Miss Introvert. That's where I do all of my philosophizing. Is that a word?
It's a word today.
Now it is.
It's a word today. But thank everyone for listening. Go check out the Mocha Minutes podcast. I was on there this weekend. And then Stephanie and Charmaine were on our show with Devin and Mike, and we talked about Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. So you can find our show on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, anywhere you get your podcast.
Brandon, we should do a poll. We should do a
what?
poll. What movie's better? Who favors Mortal Kombat over Street Fighter?
Everybody
the
knows
movie.
the answer. I don't know what was wrong with Mike, Steph, and Charmaine.
I just need. I
Wait,
need
they like
us to
Street
be
Fighter?
justified.
Yes, they thought Street Fighter was better.
Listen, I didn't really like either of them that much at all. I honestly didn't know what to pick. So,
But one was clearly better than the other one, Michael. One was clearly better.
One was clearly better. I don't know what type of recreational drugs or narcotics y'all were on, but it didn't.
It must have just been for Raul Julia, because he was the only good part of Street Fighter.
And Ming Na.
Meh.
This motherfucker Jean-Claude Van Damme had a knot on his head the whole fucking movie. No way that wins.
I mean, he always has a knot on his head, apparently. They just make it up. They just decided not to put no makeup on him.
This motherfucker's out here like a goddamn unicorn.
You're talking about the
Big
knot
as
on
fuck.
his head. They pretended he was American
Yeah, I know.
with the fucking accent.
Yeah, with the American goddamn flag on his arm.
Tattoo.
On his arm.
How? I just
That
want to
is
know
funny as shit.
if America feels the same way that you people that obviously didn't watch Mortal Kombat and feel anything. Because Street Fighter was awful. My man's fucking Balrog's goddamn hairline is a whole M. That shit is crazy.
So Devin's
Like-
clearly angry at Street Fighter still. By the way,
I am.
Reese, you know what we're doing next month?
What?
You should come on for this. We are rewatching Steel with Shaquille O'Neal.
I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen Steel?
Damn, you ain't love Shaq. You ain't really. It's all good.
Steel is a very bad movie, but it's very
Wait,
interesting.
no. He was a junkyard guy in that, right? Was he like, did he work in a junkyard or something?
Some shit like that.
I think
If
he
it-
did
if
work in
it's-
the junkyard.
if it's true to the comic, he should be in construction.
It's something like that. Some shit like that.
John Henry is his name too.
That's why I was like, he literally is John. That shit's in the way, but it's good. I can't wait to watch it.
So yeah,
Because
check,
Shaq is awful in whatever he does.
check all those things out. Make sure you follow Reese on Twitter. Subscribe to her show. She'll be back on sooner or later. She's one of our favorite guests, so she'll be back. And thanks everyone for listening. Talk to you later.
Bye.